Hey kids, welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 8, Code Reviews, Exercise number 2, Style and Documentation. In this video, we're going to continue learning why style and documentation is important in Java. Let's jump into this exercise. What do you notice about the way this code is written? Is it easier to read than the previous one? Why or why not? What are the purpose of the two / and the */ signs? Remember kids, there is a big difference between forward and backslash. Just remember this sometimes trips some kids up. Are they displayed in the console when the program is run? Let's go ahead and look at our code and answer number 1. Is it easier to read? Well, first off, we have all of these comments, kids. And if you've watched these videos, you know I like to comment. So for me, this is absolutely easier. You know exactly what's going on everywhere. For me, someone who reads a bunch of code, it is super helpful to see what the intention of the person writing it is so you can help debug it. For me, this is very helpful, the comments. The indentations also help for me. Every tab we go over here, whenever we do something else, to me just helps me keep track in the code where we're actually at. For me, this is much easier to read than the previous lesson. What do these two things do? Well, these are our comments, kids. These won't show up in the console. These are just there to help us understand whatever the developer was thinking or intended the code to do. I also want to show you one little helpful thing here. This is a neat little trick. If you want to comment a little block out instead of doing multiple lines, you can highlight the lines you want here, hold down Control and that / again, and it will comment those lines out for you. It's real helpful if you're testing code and if you want to double check if a couple of lines are causing your issue. These lines right here are multi-lines of comment. That means anything in between the opener and closer will be commented out. So you saw that I moved that down there, and then everything in between got commented out without the backslashes. So that's just another way that you can comment multiple lines out. I, though, again, highlight everything, Control / does the same thing. Just a helpful little hint for you. What's going to be displayed in the console? I don't think anything's going to be displayed in the console. I think our program's going to run and we're going to see our normal things. You're not going to see this move east or turn left because those are comments and those are for us kids. Well, let's see if I'm right. There you go. Program ran. Nothing down here came up in the console. Our comments were hidden. Key takeaways from this lesson. Again, going back to the last one, understanding the Java style sheet. And again, that is linked in the description below. That style sheet is very important. That's how the creators of Java intended for you to write this program. So understanding when to indent, how many times to indent is very important. Again, pretty much anytime you're doing something new, a new statement, you're going to indent. Another note, notice anytime you open a curly Q brace, it is on the same line as you open it up. I know a lot of programmers put it down below when they begin, so it's easier to read which statement you're in. Know that that's technically wrong. You're probably thinking, why? Well, the idea is you only have so much screen space in front of you. You cannot create more. You can't really make this smaller or anything like that. So the idea of using an entire line just on a curly Q seems like a waste. So that's why anytime you have an if statement or anything like that, that curly brace is on that same line. That does not mean the same thing for closing braces. Those are always on their own line. So opening braces with the statement they're on, closing braces get their own. And again, they're usually tabbed over with what's opening and closing them. So again, this one was tabbed over this many times, and you'll see that's where the brace is at there. So they kind of line up. And we learned a couple of things about comments. We learned the double forward slash is a single line comment. We learned a forward slash asterisk is an opening tag. The asterisk forward slash is a closing tag. Anything in between is commented out. We also learned we can highlight a whole bunch of text, hold the control key and the forward slash, and it'll comment out multiple lines as well. That's a very brief explanation of the style we're going to be using here for APCSA. One final note on the exam, style does not take away any points on the free response question. So if you don't indent or don't do anything like that, or put your curly cues on your own line, it does not matter. So on the exam, style does not matter. This is purely for you and people who will see this code in the future. Remember, this is just a very, very brief explanation of it. You're really expected to go through these style sheets, read them for yourselves. But these are the real big takeaways. Hopefully you found that helpful in understanding Java style a little better, kids. As always, if you have any questions, come see me. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. See you later, kids. Bye. Bye. Bye.